Hey there guys, EctoMaster here. We are back with more Legion action in the Legion Alpha. Legion action. I love it. Rhymes. Anyways, we're going to take a look at the Hunter talents. So here is Ecto Hunter. And we're going to look at Survival, Marksmanship, and I think Beast Mastery. I don't know if it's available yet or not. We'll find out in a few moments, won't we? Anyway, so let's look at the talents. Of course, if we notice anything that is familiar, we're going to skip over it like we did with the druids. So, first things first, level 15, you have Animal Instincts. When you attack with Flanking Strike, you gain the instincts of your pet for 7 seconds, providing you with one of the following combat enhancements. Instincts of the Raptor increases haste by 10%. Instincts of the Cheetah increases movement speed by 20%. Or Instincts of the Mongoose increases mastery by 10%. Throwing axes. Toss 3 axes at an enemy, each dealing X physical damage. Way of the Machnathal. Attacking with Raptor Strike grants you a stack of Machnathal tactics, increasing your attack power by 5% for 8 seconds. It stacks 5 times. Level 30, you have Post Haste. Harpoon also frees you from all movement impairing effects, and increases your movement speed by 60% for 8 seconds. Far Strider, when any of your attacks cause a critical strike, there's a chance the cooldown of Disengage will be reduced by 10%. And Dash. The duration of Aspect of the Cheetah is increased by 3 seconds. So, that's odd. The Aspect of the Cheetah used to be a permanent buff. Level 45, you have Caltrops. Scatter Caltrops on an area. Enemies who step on a Caltrop will take X physical damage and be slowed by 70% for 15 seconds. This replaces Tar Traps, so there's a new trap. Improved Traps. Reduce the cooldown of all traps by 15 seconds. And Steel Trap. Hurl a Steel Trap to the target location that immobilizes the first enemy that approaches for 30 seconds. And deals X bleed damage over 30 seconds. Damage from other sources may break the immobilization effect. Trap will exist for 1 minute. It replaces Freezing Trap. Level 60, you have Sticky Bomb. Hurl a concussive grenade at your target, which sticks to them. Ugh, that strikes them. And explodes up to 3 seconds, knocking down all nearby enemies. Ranger's Net. Hurl a net at your enemy, rooting them for 3 seconds, and then slowing them by 50% for 15 seconds. This replaces Wing Clip. Camouflage. You and your pet blend into the surroundings and gain stealth for 1 minute. While camouflaged, you will heal for 2% every 1 second. Level 75, a Murder of Crows. Summons a flock of crows to attack the target area for over the next 15 seconds. If the target dies while under attack, a Murder of Crows cooldown is reset. Dragon's Fire Grenade. Hurl a Dragon's Fire Grenade to the target location that explodes, setting the enemy aflame, inflicting X fire damage over 8 seconds, and slowing them by 20%. While the target is affected, the flame periodically scorch its nearby allies for X damage as well. Trap will exist for 1 minute. And then Snake Hunter instantly grants you 3 charges of Mongoose Bite. Yep. Level 90, you have Butchery. Strike all nearby enemies in a flurry of strikes, inflicting X physical damage to each. This replaces Carve. Mortal Wounds. When your laceration periodic deals damage, there's a chance you will gain a charge of Mongoose Bite. I don't know. When your laceration periodically deals damage. They forgot some words, or parts of words. Serpent Sting. Targets hit by your Raptor Strike and Carve are also afflicted by Serpent Sting, dealing X nature damage over 15 seconds. And level 100, you have Spitting Cobra. Summons a Spitting Cobra that attacks your target for X poison damage every 2 seconds. While the Cobra is active, you gain an extra 3 focus every second, lasts 30 seconds. Expert Trapper. All of your traps are improved in the following ways. Freezing Trap. When your Freezing Trap breaks, the victim and all nearby enemies' movement speed is reduced by 50% for 4 seconds. Explosive Trap. The damage dealt by the fire left on the ground after the explosion is increased by 500 per second. Tar trap. Enemies moving through the tar have a chance to be rooted in place for 4 seconds. And steel trap. When your steel trap is triggered, the target will also take X physical damage. And last but not least, aspect of the beast. It's a passive. Flanking strike causes an additional effect based on your pet's specialization. Ferocity. Your pet also bleeds the target for an additional X damage over 6 seconds. Tenacity. Your pet also takes 15% reduced damage for 6 seconds. And cunning. Your pet also snares the target, reducing their movement speed by 50% for 4 seconds. So there you have it. So survival, damage, uses Mongoose Bite, Flanking Strike, Lacerate, Raptor Strike, Carve, and Explosive Trap. Let's move on to Marksman, if it'll let me. It let me. Alright, so Marksman is all about firing. So you have Aim Shot, Arcane, Marked, Bursting Shot, Multi-Shot, and Seek Vulnerabilities. Ooh. Your Arcane Shot and Multi-Shot have a chance to apply Hunter's Mark. Ooh! Hunter's Mark. Marking targets for Marked Shot. Is Hunter's Mark coming back? Is Hunter's Mark coming back? No, it's just in this. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So I'm looking to see if there's any... Yep, this is all the same here. So we're not going to worry about level 30. Alright, so level 15, Black Arrow. Fires a black arrow at the target, dealing X shadow damage over 8 seconds and summoning a skeletal minion to taunt for the duration. Black Arrow's cooldown is reset when you kill an enemy. Steady Focus using Arcane Shot or Multi-Shot twice in a row increases your focus regeneration by 20% for 10 seconds. True Aim. For every successive Arcane Marked or Aim Shot used to attack the same target, those shots deal 2% more damage to the target, stacking up to 20 times. Can only affect one target at a time. Level 45, Explosive Shot. Fires a slow-moving munition directly forward. Activating this ability a second time causes the shot to detonate, dealing up to X fire damage to all enemies within 8 yards, based on how close to the center of the explosion they are. Exotic munitions, not ammunition. Allows you to modify your ranged weapon to use exotic munitions. Incendiary ammo arms your ranged weapon with exotic ammunition that lasts for 1 hour. Each auto shot deals X additional, 1,337. It deals elite damage, elite additional fire damage to all enemies within 8 yards of the initial target. Poisoned ammo arms your ranged weapon with exotic ammunition that lasts for 1 hour. Each auto shot deals 1,456 additional nature damage over 16 seconds. When this effect is refreshed, the remaining damage will be added to the new effect. Frozen ammo, each auto shot deals X additional frost damage and reduces the target's movement speed by 30% for 4 seconds. Only one exotic munition can be active at one time. Trick Shot. Aim Shot will now also ricochet and hit all vulnerable targets for 30% of normal damage. Level 60, a Binding Shot. Fires a magical projectile, tethering the enemies and any other enemies within 5 yards for 10 seconds. Stunning them for 5 seconds if they move more than 5 yards from the arrow. Ooh. Wyvern Sting. A stinging shot that puts the target to sleep. Any damage will cancel for 30 seconds. Any damage will cancel the effect usable while moving. Camouflage we have seen, as Murder Crows, so we're not going to worry about that. Careful Aim at 75 against targets above 80% health. Aim Shot, Arcane Shot, Mark Shot, and Multi-Shot have a 20% increased critical strike chance, and those critical strikes deal an additional 20% damage over 8 seconds. Need to put a space between the over and 8. Heightened Vulnerability. Your next marked shot applies 3 stacks of vulnerability to all marked targets. Patient Sniper. Gain the patience of a veteran sniper, increasing your maximum focus by 30 and causing marked shot to apply Deadeye instead of vulnerable. Deadeye increases your aim shot damage by 150% for 6 seconds. Skipping Murderer Crows, we have Barrage. Rapidly fires a spray of shots for 2.77 seconds, dealing X physical damage to the enemy target and an average of X physical damage to each other enemy target in front of you. Usable while moving. Volley, instantly launch a volley of ammo at the target, dealing X physical damage to all enemies within 8 yards of every 1 second for 6 seconds. I miss volley. At level 100, you have Sidewinders. Launches Sidewinders that travel toward the target, weaving back and forth, dealing X nature damage to each target they hit. Cannot hit the same target twice. Generates 60 focus. It replaces Arcane Shot and Multi-Shot. Headshot. A powerful shot which deals up to a lot of physical damage to the target and up to 8x physical damage to all enemies between you and the target. And lock and load. Your ranged auto attacks have a 5% chance to trigger lock and load, causing your next 2 aim shots to cost no focus and be instant. Now I want to point out that this, obviously, if you look at all of it, has nothing to do with pets. Marksman is straight up no pet. So, that's what's really cool, is that everybody, oh, a hunter, bleh. Oh, I gotta use a pet all the time. Not as a marksman. As a marksman, you do not need a pet. Isn't that awesome? They took the pet necessity away from marksman. Let's see if we can do Beast Mastery. We'll find out real soon. I would hope so. That's the one that I use. Shoot those. Yes, we can. So Beast Mastery, as the flip side, I guess you could say, to marksmanship, Beast Mastery is all about the beast. All about that beast. About that beast. No trouble. There it are. Yeah, we'll put the gun on so alright. So, you have Dire Beast, Kill Command, Multi-Shot, Cobra Shot, Bestial Wrath, and Aspect of the Wild. Let's take, oh, and then your pet. I'm pretty sure they don't have anything there. So let's take a look. So, level 15, you have 1 with the pack. The chance for a Wild Call to reset the cooldown of Dire Beast is increased by 10%. Way of the Cobra. For every pet or guardian you have active, Cobra Shot deals an additional 5% damage. And Dire Stable. Dire Beast generates 4 additional focus every 1.82 seconds. Skipping level 30. Level 45, you have Stomp. When your Dire Beasts charge in, they will stomp the ground, causing 407% physical damage to all nearby enemies. Exotic munitions we saw, Chimera Shot, a 2-headed shot that hits your primary target and another nearby target, dealing 0 nature damage or frost damage to each target. Generates 10 focus for every target hit. That's probably a typo. Binding Shot, Wyvern Sting, we have seen. It's Intimidation. Command your pet to intimidate the target, stunning it for 5 seconds. Level 75, Big Game Hunter, increases the critical strike chance of your auto attacks and Cobra Shots by 50% on targets who are above 80% health. Bestial Fury, increases damage bonus of Bestial Wrath by 20%. Blink Strikes, your pet's basic attacks now deal 50% increased damage, can now be used from 30 yards away, and will instantly teleport them behind their target. And we've seen all these. Stampede, summon forth a herd of stampeding animals from the wilds around you that deal damage to your enemies. Killer Cobra, while Bestial Wrath is active, Cobra Shot has a 25% chance to reset the cooldown of Kill Command. And then Aspect of the Beast, Kill Command causes an additional effect based on your pet's specialization. We saw this with the other spec, that one, Survival. I wouldn't be surprised if they play around with this one a little bit and maybe change Wyvern Sting and maybe Aspect of the Beast to something different. I wouldn't be surprised. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised one way or the other. What's Dire Beast? Summons a powerful wild beast to attack your target for 8 seconds. While the beast is active, you will gain 4 focus per 1.82 seconds. Summon a beast reduces the remaining cooldown of Bestial Wrath by 15 seconds. Okay, cool. Just wanted to read. So there you have it. We're going to take a look at each spec and do the artifact quest here. Not too long after you do all the druid ones. Jesus. I gotta do like 4 of them now. Wasn't 4 to begin with. Just 3. Now there's 4. At least I think there's 4. Anyways, that's it for this episode, guys. We'll be back with more shortly, very soon. I am EctoMaster, and as always, I'll see you next time, and everything else is coming soon. Right.